That feeling when you went to space a Soviet and came back Russian. USSR, we just launched the first woman into space. USA, we just launched the first space plane. France. Dynamite being used in warfare. Alfred Nobel, who just wanted to provide a safer alternative to black powder and help people make some cool tunnels. Could this drought be a natural phenomenon completely outside of the emperor's control? No, it must be, because he lost the mandate of heaven. Bull Run. Yes, a great victory for your people. Sham how it all turned out. We had half the men, a tenth of the industry and almost no navy. A stupid rebellion then. The Soviets saying they will win the space race. The Americans saying they will win the space race. The Germans, who were the first nation to launch a man-made object into space. Plato writing his Socratic dialogues and basically debating against fictional characters. The emperor in real life. The emperor on coins. Wait a minute, you didn't learn how the Korean War ended. School. It didn't. In 1963, the Bronx Zoo had an exhibit called The Most Dangerous Animal in the World. It was a mirror. Somebody made a meme about Hitler, but that violates Rule 12. It's about Alois Hitler. I'm gonna grow a distinctive mustaches. From now on everyone will associate my name with this specific mustache. How dare you prohibit alcohol? Priests and rabbis can still have alcohol. You know, I'm something of a priest and rabbi myself. Horses after some self-propelled cart replaces them as the main form of transport. That's a nice hull integrity you have there. Would be a real shame if something happened to it. The USS Monitor in 1862, after showing the world how effective rotating turrets are. Good day gentlemen. I'm here to change the future. United States. Some third world country living in peace during the Cold War. USSR. CIA agents after someone suggests they should try killing Castro with an exploding cigar. I'm skeptical that you could, yet intrigued that you may. What people see. What Vietnamese farmers see. Hey, do soldiers go to hell? No. How about World War I generals? Straight to hell. To the boiler room of hell. All the way down. It's so badass when men stand in front of things they have destroyed. German Jews in First World War. German Jews in Second World War. Using a normal pistol or rifle at the Olympic shooting event. Bringing an AK-47 to the Olympic shooting event. The unshackled, raw power of Mother Nature. The Spanish Armada. The even larger English counter-armada. A Galician peasant woman. When you find out that Caligula died before having the chance to make his horse a consul. We were on the verge of greatness. We were this close. You start training dogs covered in explosives to dive under tanks. They dive under your own tanks. Me just wanting to learn about my country's history. Me learning about the Alexandra Hospital massacre. Oppress the Israelites for 20 years. Show up with twice the military force the Israelites have to put down their rebellion. They win and you ran away to hide. A woman hammers a tent peg through your head after you fall asleep. How do I pull off a successful assassination on you? That's the neat part. You don't. You have 4 million marks and you are a millionaire. Germans in 1923. Bread costs 4.60 million marks. My wife Elena didn't change her name when we got married. Because she was a feminist, right? Because she was a feminist, right? Guys with these mustaches have a 125% of wanting to invade Poland. When your country has a bad case of sea people, send in the Greek Navy. You are stranded in German East Africa. They send a zeppelin to resupply you. It gets as far as Khartoum. It turns back home because the command received a false report your situation is hopeless. New Line Cinema in 1998. New Line Cinema in 1972. Kill everyone now, condone first degree murder, advocate cannibalism, eat shit. Spanish Empire and Mexico use the $sign symbol for their pesos. The US. Nice symbol nigga. Russian soldiers in the 90s. Newer uniforms. Soviet era equipment. What the hell is this? You are reading about the first woman to ever run for president in the United States. She announced you as her running mate without telling you. The Tyrians, we will be safe behind the walls. Alexander the Great. Year 1770, British people first came in contact with Australia. British. After all, why not? Why shouldn't we kill all the native Australians and colonize the whole continent? Catholic Church, don't do bad stuff to the natives. The Spanish, how about I do anyway? This may be a little harsh, but the most evil man in the world loved animals not humans, let that sink in. Emperor Hirohito after he was told that the US has annihilated 2 major Japanese cities with 1 plane. Maltab stops the Ottomans from expanding into Europe by defending their island, the rest of Europe. Soviets trying to defend themselves from the Chinese. Chinese completely outnumber them and keep charging. You dare use my own spells against me, Mao. The Vikings arrive and start pillaging your kingdom. Panic. You offer the Vikings a large amount of gold to leave and they agree. Calm. They take the gold and go straight back to pillaging. Panic. How could you keep child actors in focused and in shape? 30s filmmakers. The secret ingredient is cocaine. Japan closing and only doing very limited trade with the outside world. Commodore Matthew C. Perry. We are finally free from you, Russian Empire. We will be independent forever. Moldova. Greater Romania. USSR. Time travel is invented. Everyone else. Oh my god, I can meet my past self. Me. Alois, don't marry your cousin. Reagan. We being bombing Russian in 5 minutes. His White House Chief of Staff. You what? Queen Elizabeth I's face in portraits. Queen Elizabeth I's face without the lead makeup. People with this mustache have an 18-90% chance of firing Bismarck. Bismarck, after convincing the German people that their king was insulted by the French and the French that their emperor was insulted by the Germans. Sometimes my genius is. It's almost frightening. Hating on Nazi Germany for war crimes. Hating on Imperial Japan for war crimes. Ottoman Empire establishing the Janissaries. Ottoman Empire dealing with Janissaries revolts and coup attempts. When you have to pull out of Vietnam, but the USS New Jersey sinks an island. Supreme victory. We will have a top-down car for you to meet the crowd. The guy's suggesting this a little later. It appears that I have arrived in the future. Let's see who in the last 2000 years was named after me. Augustus the Strong. A King Howard. Augustus John. A painter lovely. Augustus Gloop. What the frig? Byzantines and Sasanians. After 2 decades of war, peace at last. Arabs. Bonjour. Frederick III. Can I do anything meaningful during my reign? Throat cancer. That's the neat part, you can't. A do not. The absolute horror of WW1 trench warfare.
If you liked the video, be sure to like and subscribe for your daily dose of memes. Also, be sure to watch previous MemePog episodes. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you back tomorrow.